Another thing to remember when you go shopping for food is that you can save money if you use coupons at the checkout counter. Now, let's listen to some other people talk about going shopping.
How often do you go food shopping?
When I need to purchase food, I usually do it once or twice a month.
My husband does most of the cooking in our family, and he stops at the grocery store just about every day.
I go food shopping once a week.
I hardly ever go food shopping.
I usually go food shopping about twice a week.
I try to go shopping usually once every 2 weeks.
What do you usually buy?
I usually buy fruit for breakfast and sandwich meat for lunch. Sometimes I buy meat and vegetables for dinner.
Oh, the usual stuff that we get, milk, juice, soft drinks, vegetable, meat.
Well, the Star Market that I go to specializes in exotic type foods such as venison, ostrich, and rabbit, and I tend to lean towards those.
When I go food shopping, I usually like to get canned goods because I hardly ever go, so I try to pick up things that will last at least a month, and the fruits and vegetables and juices.
I buy the general staples that most people buy: milk, bread, meat, cheese, vegetables.
What's your favorite dish?
My favorite dish, I would have to say, is curry chicken, which is usually made with curry and lots of other spices, and we usually have it with plain rice. It's one of the favorite dishes from Jamaica, which is where I'm from.
My favorite dish is sushi.
I like to make homemade pizza, and so I have a homemade pizza crust with some sauce, and I like to do fresh vegetables such as onions and mushrooms and peppers.
My favorite dish is called sancocho, and it's like a stew, except that it has different ingredients, not just one or two. You can make it with either chicken or beef. I like it with chicken, and it has different vegetables that we call roots. It has like yam and potatoes and bananas and plantains, things like that.
I enjoy pot roast, which contains carrots, onions, potatoes, and of course the pot roast itself.
My favorite dish is a dish that my wife cooks. It's called arroz con pollo, and I love it. It has chicken and rice and peas and tomatoes and onions and lots of really good spices.
Oh, my favorite dishes to eat, it really depends. It's like if I go to my mother's house, then she cooks Chinese. And I like that. If we stay home, then my mother-in-law, she cooked this dish. It's a Lebanese dish called lupi, which is lamb and string beans and tomato sauce, which is really good.
Where do you buy your food?
I buy my groceries in several stores because I buy my fruits and vegetables at a vegetable stand, and I'll buy my meats and my staples at a supermarket.
My husband usually shops at a store called Bread and Circus, and they sell all kinds of groceries and food.
We do our food shopping in at least 3 different stores. 2 stores that have different kinds of produce in them, and then 1 store that has bread that we really like. We go there to buy our bread.
I go food shopping at different stores, like for example, like the fruits and vegetables, I like to get them in the big supermarkets. But like the typical foods, I like to go to the bodegas for them. Like if I'm going to pick up plantains and cilantro and yams, I like to go to the bodega, which is like a 15-minute drive from where I live.
We do our food shopping in several stores. Like we go to Chinese grocery store to get the Chinese ingredients. And if we need cereals for breakfast or bagels or cream cheese, then we go to supermarket.
How much money do you spend on food each week?
Oh, I would say we'll probably spend about $100 to $150 a week.
I spend between $50 and $100 on food each week.
Usually my grocery bills would come up to maybe about $80 every 2 weeks. I try and keep it somewhere between $80 and $100.
I think I spend about $50 a week on my shopping.
I spend about $150 a week.
We spend about $200 a week on food. We're not a large family, but we like to eat.
Well, that's all for now. Now you're ready to go food shopping for yourself. See you next time.